Hello my darlings, it's Loz, Subconscious Loz, and on this channel I uncover your deep subconscious beliefs that are causing your shitty reality because you, yes you run this shit. Your subconscious beliefs cause your reality, and if you don't believe me, stick with me through this video and I'll explain how. What you deeply, dominantly, most habitually think in your mind, subconsciously, not realizing you're doing it, is what manifests your reality. Some people think manifestation is some kind of magic trick, talking about air and the universe and some higher power outside of you. The thing is, guys, the power is you. And when the penny drops and you realize this, your whole fucking life will change. You are manifesting all the time. And when you realize that it's not something to do, you'll understand how this works. The way I normally explain how manifestation works is the idea that we are all one consciousness. Now that sounds very woo-woo, consciousness, but consciousness simply means, what am I conscious of being? It's what I think I am. And what you think you are reflects out to others. Now, the way it's explained in most religions is we are all one consciousness. It's a thing called oneness. And that is how manifestation actually works. It's not something you're sending out somewhere and something's attracting back to you or something's deciding outside of you what happens to you. It's getting reflected out from you, from your subconscious mind, your thought, reflected out. So it's like a mirror in your mind and a mirror in someone else's mind, and it reflects from you to them and back again, exactly the likeness and exactly the thinking you were thinking. Now this sounds strange, this sounds like you're controlling others, but it's actually just what is simply known as telepathy. It's a very real thing, thought transmission. Neville Goddard, who I've learned most of what I talk about from about manifestation, talks about it as everyone in your reality is you pushed out. They are simply a reflection of your dominant thoughts. You are constantly reflecting thought out at all times. You don't realize you're doing it. Your subconscious is working 100% of the time, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, for all of your life. Scientific experiments have shown that by the age of 7, your subconscious thinking has already been formed. Your dominant beliefs as the person you are formed by 7. You absorb what you see, what you hear, what you experience, what you feel from others, from your caregivers, from the people around you, from your brothers and sisters, etc. What you see, what you observe, what you feel, what you hear is what your experience becomes, and you become conscious of being that person, and that becomes you. When you're born, your consciousness didn't know who you were, and it slowly forms who you are over those years, and by 7, you've got a little formed person. So whatever is inside your subconscious by 7 is who you think you are, and who you think you are is what you reflect out all day long to others. That's your consciousness. I am fat, ugly, loved, unwanted, alone, abused. Whatever you experienced is what you will then think you are. And that is what is reflected out for the rest of your life as your self, you. And everyone in your reality from then on will simply reflect that back to you. They treat you according to who you think you are, and that's your consciousness. So if you want to change your reality, if you want to manifest something, you want to see something, that's all manifest means, see it in your reality with your eyeballs, make manifest. All you simply need to do consciously on purpose is to change the thinking that's causing the thing you don't want to have, the unfavorable thing you're seeing in your reality, like a breakup or a bad money situation. You change your thinking about it. You see yourself differently as a different consciousness. So if you're broken up with, you see yourself as not broken up with. If you're poor, you see yourself as not poor. And your reality will change because you're now reflecting the new consciousness of you. I know this sounds a bit woo-woo, guys, talking about consciousness, but it's simply all manifestation is. If you can understand it as this, that I am is all that manifests. What I think I am, what I think others are, and what I think situations are. That is simply all manifestation is. What am I conscious of being? I'm reflecting that out. So if I'm reflecting out that I'm broken up with and no one loves me, well, I better change that if I want to change my reality. This is how it works, guys. And the simple way to test it is to test it. If you don't believe me, test yourself and see. Use an affirmation and start getting other people to say your affirmation. Now, you don't force them in the 3D. You just start saying things like, I'm so beautiful, I'm so glowing, I'm so wonderfully thin, or something like that. They could be your affirmations. And you say them however long, however many times you want to really sink it into your mind that that is the new you. You are now someone who's got glowing skin, wavy hair, is beautiful, and whatever the other thing is I said. And then if someone in your reality says to you, gee, you look beautiful today, or God, your skin's so glowing, you can go, hang on, I thought that. That's my affirmation. Now, the first couple of times it happens, you'll probably think it's a coincidence. However, guys, there are no coincidences. You're manifesting that. So give yourself a little tick. Oh, someone called me beautiful. Someone said I had glowing skin. Tick, tick, tick. Then do something like, I'm going to see a purple car in my reality. It doesn't have to have a time frame on it. You're just going to see one. And then when you see one, you did that. Tick. And do it over and over and over again with little things, getting a free coffee, getting someone to buy you lunch, etc. And the more you do it, the more you'll realize that you are reflecting your thought out and others are acting upon it. They have no choice but to reflect back to you what you dominantly think. Someone is going to give me a free coffee. So you might go in the Starbucks line, you're waiting for your coffee, and then while you're waiting, they say, oh, well, we've already made a flat white. Someone didn't pick this up. Do you want this one? And they hand you it and say, on the house. And there's your free coffee that you manifested. They will reflect your dominant thinking and act according to what you're thinking. I'm going to get a free coffee. They then give you a free coffee. Test yourself and see, guys, with those little tests, and get back to me in the comments about whether it worked. And trust me, it will, because you're doing it all the time. Most people think manifesting is something they just decide to start doing. You're doing it all goddamn day. You're manifesting your reality, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll realize how empowering that thought is and how much control and power you have over what happens in your reality. Because if you can change your thinking, you will change your reality. That's simply all manifesting is, reflecting new thought out so new things come back. At the moment, you're sending old thought out and shit you don't want is coming back. Okay, because you've got old dominant thinking from childhood that's stuck there, the old you that you've known since the age of 7, and it's reflecting out a whole lot of shit like I'm not wanted, I'm not loved, I'm not chosen, I get abandoned, etc. And you're getting that reflected back. So if you don't want to be abandoned, you don't want to be alone, you want to be in a beautiful relationship, you've got to think new thoughts that reflect out, and then everyone in your reality will reflect that back. Simply all manifestation is, guys, who you're conscious of being, you reflect that out, and others reflect it back. It's really that simple. Stick with me on this channel, guys, and I promise I'll make manifestation simple for you, because it's really not that hard once you understand it. I'll be bringing out every week brand new content, explanations about manifestation, about getting your ex back, about becoming wealthy, etc., etc. Anything you want to know about manifesting, I will be discussing in-depth videos. I'll also be answering followers' questions, so put your questions below in the comments or put them in the Facebook group in the Q&A forum, and I'll make videos about those. And I also go live on Tuesdays, YouTube Tuesday, so make sure you join me for those so you can ask your questions to me live. And I've got over 400 hours of lives from my TikTok, because I go live twice daily on my TikTok channel, and I'll be uploading those to the YouTube. Thanks for joining me, guys. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.